Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
At African Diaspora News Channel, we cover stories that don't receive mainstream attention, and we serve as the voice to the global Black community. We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media, connecting the African diaspora one story at a time.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
The Director General of the World Trade Organization has called on African leaders to look beyond the era of waiting to receive aid from the US to exploring the potentials that are inherent in African nations and to be creative about it to make their nations a better place to live in. Let's watch this video and come back to discuss.
Key things that is emanating is a recognition of the present very difficult geopolitical context we are in. And of course, as the head of the WTO, I'm right in the middle of it. But one thing is very clear. Africa we really need to change our mindset. Access to aid, I think we can begin to think of it as a thing of the past. We really have to focus on two things: attracting investment and mobilizing our own domestic resources. And I think that is a theme that is running through almost all the meetings here at the AU. I think African leaders are recognizing that this is a challenge, but we can also see it as an opportunity. And again, I'm glad to say that it's emerging that, look, this could be looked at as an opportunity. This morning, we had a session with the Multilateral Development Bank Association of Africa itself, along with President Mahama. One of the things we talked about is how do we better mobilize our own resources on the continent to invest in ourselves?
Africa is blessed when it comes to human resources, capital resources, material or even mineral resources. I would say any nation that comes to Africa or any continent are actually looking out for themselves, not actually for Africa, because Africa has a whole lot to offer. And it's time to actually look beyond waiting for aid from somewhere else, where we can actually be masters of ourselves. I would liken this to a child who always expects his mother or father to carry him or to carry that child when that child can actually walk on his or her own. So Africa is like a child. It's time for us to do what we can do and stop focusing on aid from Trump or the US or from anywhere. And based on what Okonjo-Iweala just said, we are expecting them to walk the walk and not just talk the talk. Because for years we've been hearing they held this summit here, they held this program here, they held these events here, a gathering. Yet we do not see the ripple effect on our economy. We do not see it yet. So we want these policies to be enacted, that will be enacted, to be put into action, not just talk the talk, but walk the walk. And that we are hoping on that they will do eventually. So what do you think about the story? Comment below and do not forget to share, subscribe, and turn on your